No niin, morjesta vaan kaikille, se on Rontti linjoilla. Skyrimin pelailun 29. osa. Lähtee tänään mökkiloma vietelty. Tai vietetty. Ei tässä osaa puhua heti alkuun. Ja. Tänään jatketaan taas pelailua. Viimeksi päästiin Solituden porteille niin sanotusti melkeinpä. Ja. Tänään mentäis itse kaupunkiin sisällä ja tehdään hommia siellä, mitä keretään tänään. Katsotaan minkä pituinen jakso. Mä yritän päästä perusjaksopituuteen, mutta katsotaan sen mukaan miten jaksaa ja tälleen. Mutta joo, eikä siinä pitämättä shaisen läpi näyttää taas. Mennään peliin. Huomasitteko sanoin shaisen läpi eikä paskan läpi? Ei vitti aina samaa sanoa. Oi, että tosiaan se taisi olla tämän vuoden viimeinen mökkireissu, että seuraavaksi otellaankin sitten vittu joulua. Tän on Halloween, ihan siinä on välissä ja itsenäisyyspäivät ja tämmöiset, mutta seuraavaksi ottelen sitten joulua. Kohta on jo talvi vittu. 4 kuukautta vajaa. Miettikää äijät sitä vittu. Kesä on mennyt ihan satanan nopea. Mutta joo, täälläpä ollaan sitten. Tosiaan, moi. Tosiaan me Chariraalta saatiin tuolla satamassa toi tehtävä, mikä pitäisi saada vasta sisällä, mutta se niin vakavaa oo. Mutta joo. Pitäisikö se hoitaa jo nyt? Ehkä mä hoidan sen homman ensin ennen kuin mennään tonne kaupunkiin. Sori vaan äijät, pidän teitä vielä jännityksessä. Niitä, jotka ei tätä kaupunkia on nähnyt tai hommia siellä. Tai jotka ei tästä pelistä vielä tiedä mitään. Sinä oot Vittoria Vici kyllä.
Sorry, I was lost in thought. I'm planning my wedding, you see. So many details to work out.
Joo. Käydään hoitaa tuon Chariraan hommaa nyt vaikka tähän väliin.
Talk to Gaiman if you want a horse, or Katla if you're looking for work.
Nää. No mitä hevosia tarvii? Mulla on poro. Mikäs vitun penittusokulaattos?
Got something to say?
Yeah. Okulaattos agent ja okulaattos agent. Mistä nää on tullut tänne, kysy vaan.
Need something?
Mutta hei, tossa Solitudessa sitten liitytään Imperial Legioniin. Vittu, täällä yksi kissa. Chakita. Mitä vittua täällä on tapahtunut yhtäkkiä silleen? Cherkita on kuollut, Terkatha on kuollut. Hierandi on kuollut. Excuse me, kuka täällä nyt on niinku riehunut sitten? Siis toi saatanan skeletoni vai? Siis skeletonit on riehunut täällä. Ja tappanut näköjään kaikki. Kaikki täältä saatanan satamasta. No, sattuupa sitten. Eipä se minusta kiinni oo, mitä täällä maailmassa tapahtuu. Mitä nyt vittua tässä? Kuka helvetti vääntää täällä nyt sit jonkun kauden? Onks näissä Stormcloakit jo Imperiali vastaan? Okei. Mä ajattelin, että täällä on taas joku wizardi heti alkuun. Bendu.
Need something. I'm staying out of this. You call yourself a warrior?
Vittu mitkä mähinät taas heti alkuun.
All right, hand over
No
your
more.
valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish.
I'd rather
And I guess
die.
that's your last request, fool.
Ite oot vittu fool. Sä tuut mua haukkumaan, saatana. Mulkku. Kyllä nää thiefit niinku ja banditit on tämmösiä pölvästejä, ne aina yrittää niinku. Vaikka näkee varsin hyvin, että mikä heittopussi jätkää ottaa tyyppi. Silti pitää tulla haastaa riitää. Eikös muuten täällä jossain ollut treasure chesti? Eli siis aarrearkku. Sitten jonkun treasure mapin mukaan taisi olla, minkä mä oon ehkä nähnyt. Nyt tsekataan vähän ympäristöä. Holy shit, vittu. Voihan se olla, että mä muistan väärinkin, mutta... Onhan täällä treasure chesti. Jossa nyt ei mitään ihmeempää kamaa nyt ollutkaan sitten, mutta... Tulipahan käytyä ja otettua ja etittyä.
I've been
Ja
hunting fish in these
hunter.
parts for years.
Ja sitten taas tonne satamaa puhuu sille Chariraalle. Siinä mielessä tää on hyvä tehtävä, että me saatiin tää täällä ulkona, koska tää pitää tehdä ulkona kokonaisuudessaan. Siinä mielessä ihan hyvä. Ja hyvä, että se antoi sen, se oli tuolla satamassa ja antoi sen tehtävän meille. Täällä on jumalauta koira. Ja susi. Tää onko Imperialin koira vai mitä vittu? En tiedä, vähän outo. Ja täällä on taas väännetyt. Imperial Soldier. Ota Atronatsi. Kuka vittu sä oot? Sä oot Shiva. Tidings. Mä mietin, millä helvetin logiikalla noi skeletonit on saanut noi tyypit hengiltä. Serkathus ja Rajinjar.
The north wind chills us to
Kasir ja sit on Korissa.
Looks like you had no trouble.
I put out the lighthouse fire.
The effects have already been felt. The Ice Runner has failed to dock on time. Without the lighthouse, the Ice Runner will have swung wide of the western shoal and run aground on the eastern coast. My sister Dija will be at the wreck with our Black Blood marauders. She knows to expect you.
Selvä. Mitäs uin tästä läpi silleen. Toivoin, ettei fisut hyökkää kimppuun. Ei onneksi ketään slaughterfishejä niinku kimpus. Mikäs paikka tämä nyt sitten on? Purloin Shadows. Mä mietin sitä Imperial Legion hommaa, että missä vaiheessa ne tehtävät tekis sitten. Sehän on vaan tää sisällissota, mikä tää Skyrimissa menossa on. Niin periaatteessa siihen voisi liittyä, kun tonne Solitudeen mennään. Mut jos sen sisällissodan hoitas sitten sitten kun ollaan päätarina saatu päätökseen. Mä ehkä mietin, että se voisi olla ihan hyvä juttu. Se voisi toimii varmaan aika hyvin. Saatana trollit tappo koiran. Pätkeleen peikot, pätkele. Ja tää on sit taas semmoista aloa, että kohta on nyt kalat näykkimässä jaloista nyt. Katsotaan kuinka kauan menee, että mä saan kalat mun kimppuun saatana. Täällä kun loikyyt. Täällähän oli vissiin chesti jossain täällä vejissä. Siellä löytyy. Apprentice chest. Flawless ruby ja vähän kultaa. Sieltä heti kalat kimppuun, mähän sanoin, että ne jossain vaiheessa tulee ja sieltä nyt. Mikäs jäbä sinä oot? Sinä oot sailor. Yeah.
You're the one who put out the fire.
Black blood marauder. Yes, I put out the fire.
That was good work. Deja's in the hold of the ship. Go down 2 levels.
All right, oot kartso valmiin? Ja die Eiseranor.
Yes.
Tässä voipi itse kukakin miettiä että mikä tässä on näillä äijillä taka-ajatuksena tässä jutussa no, kohta toi nettisen. Kun ne on tosiaan jotain merirosvoja jotain semmosia.
Good afternoon.
Ja DJ ite on täällä.
My brother told me you were coming. I'm supposed to give you what you've earned.
So we're splitting the loot then.
Ha! I'm afraid the loot's already been moved. You've been useful to the Black Bloods, though. You've earned the quick debt. Come
Yeah.
here.
Niin, että siinä oli tämä homman idea. Ne käytti niinku hyväkseen tätä saatanan Ragnaa. Broken Ore Grotto, sinne on matka siis. Voi vittu Kartso, voitko mennä helvettiin sitä oveneesta? Tuu tänne. Hienosti Kartso hoitaa ne sotilaat tai nää tyypityt marauderit. Tuu siekin sieltä nyt sitten. Kartso vittu sitä edestä. Siis Kartso ottaa kaiken kunniaa tästä hommasta. Voitko mennä nyt helvettiin siitä? Kartso ottaa kaiken kunniaa tästä hommasta. Seisoo mun eessä, et mä en saa tapettua sitä tyyppiä. Nice, 3 laukausta, multa 2 ja tuolta Kartsolta 1. Se oli täydellistä yhteistyötä niin sanotut. Ja sitten Broken Ore Grotto. Eli rikkinäisen airon joku luola, mikäli... Joo. Sitä eikö sisällä? Tän pystyy mun mielestä aika hyvin sneakillä vetämään. Että yritetään, jos mä nyt näkisin täällä sitten jotain, se on eri asia. Siinä on joku. No sieltä tulee tyyppi. Ihan sama, mähän tapasin tohon samaa kohtaamista. Toi äskeinen tyyppi tuli noin. Samaa kasaa vielä kaiken lisäksi. Täällä on vissiin joku gesti. Ei. Sitten mennään vaikka tänne. Täällä on kans joku siellä. Paralais saantu. Ei edes huomannut mikä siihen iski. Ensin se paralais saanto ja sitten tulee vielä nuolasta johonkin. Persissä. Vai se nyt perseeseen osunut, mutta johonkin. Heitä kullat mukaan ja sit jatketaan matkaa, vai mitä Kartso? Siinä on coin pors. Seuraavat tyypit hengiltä. Kaatukin noin hyvin. No nää Chariran tyypit on kyllä erittäin helppoja tappaavat. Ja koin Persian parit kultaa, hiput siitä mukaan. Tai siis kolikot. Ne mitään hippuja oo. Joskus on ollut hippuja kyllä, mutta... Toi ei ees nähnyt mua. Eikä kartso. Se ei ees nähnyt mikä siihen iski. Mitään muita arroweita tarvi kun noin. Nyt en jaksa enää keräillä muita arroweita, kun niitä voi tehdä sitten itse. Jos siitä tuntuu hitto, kun taas paistaa aurinko silmään, niin mennään niinku kunnolla. Seuraava tyyppi tulee jostain. Seuraava tyyppi sieltä. No, vittu kun... Joutuuko kaikki rivistit käytetty? Seuraava tyyppikö sieltä tulee? Joo, kyllä vaan näin on. Näppylät kyllä. Siihen samaa kasaa vielä niinku. No. Ei nyt ihan samaa kasaa, mutta aika lailla samassa. Ryppässä on. Aika lailla samassa ryppässä, ei vittu. No, miksi mä sen Steel Warhammerin halusin? Onko jossain siellä on vielä joku tyyppi? Tulisit sä nyt vaikka johonkin näkyville, niin voisin ampua sut. Se putos. Seuraavaa tyyppiä. Se taitaa olla itse Jareraa sitten. Täällä ei oo mitään. Yksi workbenchi, jos on toi vitun tuo. Puhuuks tää mulle mitään tää?
First you murder my sister, then you massacre my men. To oblivion with your loot. This ends now. Heal me and I may still show mercy.
No. Siinä meni niinku yhteistyöllä tää homma taas. No jumalauta, kun on kultaa taas. Taas kerran saatavilla. Potion of Healing ja Harkar's Journal. Siitä voitte taas pausella lueskella, jos ketään kiinnostaa. Ice Runner Chest. Siinä on Amethyst Ring. Vittu kartsa sun kanssa se oikeesti. Täällähän se johonkin joku tyyppi oli, minkä mä ammuin, mutta se vissiin putos tonne veteen nyt sitten. Että siellähän on vittu. Beggar Prince. Eiks tonne jonne putonnut sinne? Siellä. Siinä on Black Marauder. Ja sitten painutaan helvettiin täältä. Vai mitä? Kartso. Jos joku laittaa viestiä jossain Pleikan kautta, niin minä en niitä näe niitä viestejä sitten, että sen puoleen. Näinpä. Ja sitten. No haista nyt jo kukkanen. Mikä vihollinen ja missä nyt? Joku kala jossain vai mitä? Voit se kartso hoijella ton? Koska minä en näe eteeni täällä ennen kuin mä pystyn odottamaan. Kiitos. Onneksi tää kartsosta hyötyy joihinkin hommiin. Hyvä kartso. Sitten mentäis vaikka tonne farmille. Fast travelataan sinne ja mennään kaupunkiin. Miksi tää taistelumusiikki soi edelleen? Sitä minäkin. Olisikohan... Ja nyt mennään sitten itse kaupungin sisälle. Eli Solitudeen. Täällä on kajiitit just näköjään tulossa tänne.
The wind blows bitter cold in this place. A welcome to you, fellow traveler.
Eiks täällä sitten työ 2 vaan? Missä ne 2 muuta on sitten? Se kelle voi myydä juttuja ja joku muu. En tiedä, vähän outo. Joo, sit ei kun Solitude. Sieltähän tulee heti Imperial Partio pihalle. Sopivasti.
Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter
Heard
of
they're
time.
reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Yeah. How do I join the Imperial Legion?
There's no greater honor than to serve. If you you're serious about enlisting, speak to Legate Ricka in Castle Down.
Who is Rogvir?
He's the sorry bastard who's going to be executed. A gate guard who let Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he killed the High King.
Okei.
Stay sharp.
Sitten itse kaupunkiin sisälle. Noniin, täällähän ollaan sitten.
Can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
You betrayed
Lock the city
us,
gate.
traitor!
Get on with it!
You should tell her that her uncle is son of the traitor's High King. That you know now.
All right. Rogvir, Rick Stormcloak escaped the city.
You beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Cut him down.
Very well, Rogvir. Bow your head.
From this day, I go to Song.
There.
Some safeguard you were. You should have drawn it out some more. He deserved a slower death.
Not right now.
There's nothing like a good song to make you escape uncovered treasure.
Sinä oot Peiran
Right up to the end.
Kasir. Mitä sit lähtien kasiitit on saanut olla kaupungissa sisällä nyt? Muutkin kuin Kartso.
That's definitely going in my part of the area.
Speaking of if you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might...
Noin nettiyhteydet sentään. Radiant Raiment. Ehkä mä käyn täällä kuitenkin ensin tää Winking Skiveris.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Tän on Potion of Healing. Näköjään. Corpulus Vinius.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
I'll make it.
Why is this place called the Winking Skeever?
Well, as it turns out, I had a pet skeever when I was a boy, and he used to wink.
You get the Skeever as a pet?
They were smaller back then.
Okay. Heard any rumors
People
lately?
say there's a man wandering the streets near the Blue Palace. He seems distressed, but he's not making any sense. I think the Bard's College might be looking for recruits. You should speak to the head of the college, Viarmo, if you're interested. Varnius Junius stopped by here on his way to court. He was worried about something. I'm sure Falk Firebeard could tell you what.
Selvä.
Remember? Winking Skeever next time you're footsore.
I fight with both blade
Pellerang.
and spell. You might say I'm equipped to handle nearly any threat. So,
Yes?
shall we talk price?
Tän on korissa näitten imperialeitten kanssa.
You're the one who all the guards are talking about. You went into that sanctuary.
Spare some gold for a veteran? Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
What's your story, old man?
I was the finest scout in the Legion once. Tracked down all the places in the wilds that were causing people trouble. Lost my helmet in one of the old caves. My pretty, pretty helmet. Life just got worse after that. Kept losing things. So many things.
But if I could find that helmet for you.
Oh, you could? I sure would love to have it again. Could show you some of my old scouting tricks.
Were you really in the army?
What? You see a man falling on hard times, and you think he's been like that forever? I was there. I fought in the Great War. I was on the field at Anvil. And when I was struck down, they left me. You understand? They left me for dead. I didn't leave them.
No.
I do. It's that helmet.
Kuka sä oot? Minette
Hiya.
Vinius.
What's your name? Are you visiting? What do you do?
Can't wait to kill another of Ulfric's boys.
Lisette.
Feel free to make requests.
What's the word around town?
Generally, if you want rumors, you should talk to Corpulus. That said, I did see a visitor pass through on his way to the Blue Palace.
Yeah. That's being a part pay well.
Oh, no. But being surrounded by good music, good drink, and good friends is all I've ever asked for.
No, so you're a member of the Bards College.
Only in that I'm a graduate. I work here at the Winking Skeever. I would highly recommend it, though.
Pavna sua siihen
Talk to Jarmo
viereen.
if you're interested. You should think about staying the night. Corpulus keeps it clean.
Siinä on. Surex
Glad you
Vinius.
decided to check us out.
Who's in charge of Solitude?
Jarl Elisif the Fair. Poor woman. Losing her husband and king like that was a dark day for us all. Damn! That reminds me. I have a delivery to make to her steward, Falk Firebeard. He ordered a special bottle of Strass Mackay rum.
I can deliver that for you.
Saved me a lot of trouble. Here. Take it to the Blue Palace.
So you work here?
You could say that. I own the place. Well, okay. My father owns the Winking Skeever, but it's the family business, so it'll be mine when he kicks off.
Okay. You were at the execution, right?
I showed up to watch, yeah. I don't know if they were right to execute him for what he did, but I'll tell you something. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
That seems rather harsh.
Listen, Rogvir and I grew up together. It was us, a few others, and Vivian. Vivian Onus. I have no idea why, but one day I told Rogvir I liked her. It was a stupid thing to do. He mocked me incessantly after that. From that point forward, every time Vivian and I were anywhere close to each other, he made sure to humiliate me. Beat me up, dump meat on my head, anything he could get away with. Once he even slipped a beehive into my bed.
Okay.
We were children, sure, but Rogvir never outgrew that immaturity or his cruelty. So any talk about him being an honorable Nord? Pure folly.
Okay.
I was talking anyway.
Need something?
Sinä.
Yes?
Gerard Jermaine.
I'm the Dean of History and scribe work when I can find some quiet time.
I have a delivery from Adonato Leotelli.
Ah, yes. Adonato's new work. Shorter than I expected, but words must be judged on merit, not length. I'll look over this later. Why don't you take this for your trouble?
I'd like training the art of speech.
You already know all that I know.
Okay, sit.
I suppose I should return to my papers.
This one needs something.
By blade or by spell?
Bellerand.
Want it dead? I'll make it dead.
I have no business with you. Leave me.
Blade can be as lethal as the spell.
Go away. I have more important things on my mind right now.
Toi äijä on kyllä tosi kohtelias. Sitten käy vaikka täällä seuraavaksi. Radiant Raiment. Paljonkos kello nyt on sitten niinku... Joo, ei mitään ongelmaa vielä. Sinä, Endari.
Oh, what delight. Another charming customer.
Bad day.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Do you get a lot of business like that?
No, we do all right. Rumor is you had a hand in the Black Blood Marauders' demise. I'm impressed. Radiant Raiment has the finest attire in all of Skyrim. That is how we get business. Let's see if we can't find an outfit that suits you.
Mä myyn sulle näitä juttuja tässä nyt sitten. Mitäs sulta löytyy? Täällä on joku Boatswain Clothes. Mitä lie? Captain's Clothes. Onks nää jotain merimiesjuttuja? On vissi. Minor Archery. Crapper Charm. Hieno. Oho. Extravagant robus. Aika siistee kyllä. No ropesit. Sitten jos mä joskus pelaan jollain Red Guardilla, niin mä käytän tätä kyllä. Nordikkei löytyy kyllä. Scrub Clothes. Vakrantti. Tää on sit taas joku ihan ihme settejä.
Finally.
Nää on jotain Creation Club juttu ihan selkeästi. Tyyppi juoksee mun perässä, kun mä olisin joku varasvet. Hei, nyt ootte molemmat siinä vitun rappusissa.
Watch what you're doing.
Ja mä lähden pois, nyt toi seuraa mua kun hailaivaa toi tyyppi. Siinä on Gold Emerald Circlet. Ja sitten varmaan tämä paikka täällä sinä. How do you take your mind off something like that?
Most people head over to the Winkins Theater. If you're not interested in music or drink, you can at least talk to Corpulus. He can fill you in on any of the latest gossip.
Nasty bit of business, Rockriver's execution.
Perhaps, but necessary. My cousin Pura is somewhere out there in Skyrim right now, fighting Ulfric's Stormcloak and his damned insurrectionists. She wouldn't have to be there at all if it wasn't for Rockriver. And my aunt wouldn't have to worry about her daughter.
Why were they executing him?
You really don't know? He lets Ulfric's Stormcloak escape solitude. Ulfric rides in, murders the High King, and Rogvir lets him ride right back out.
Okay.
People to see and places to go, huh? Later.
Sinne. Tää oli sit taas tämmönen potionityyppi vissiin.
If you're looking for potions, you should talk to my aunt, Angeline Morale.
You're a traveler, correct?
Hey.
Have you been to Whiterun?
Actually, yes.
Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped to run into someone who'd been there. My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping you might have met her. I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help.
I haven't met her, but I could try to get some information.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news.
Aromatics you so use perfumes.
We mostly carry herbs and alchemical ingredients, that sort of thing. Before the war, our stock was mostly used for aromatic use in homes. Yes. These days, we have more people like you coming in, looking for healing and the like.
Okay.
Take a look.
Voisin ostaa sulta vähän potioniita. Jumalauta, sulla on potioneita. Kiitos.
Don't forget me next time you need herbs and potions.
Joo, en.
If anyone sneaks up on us.
Satana, kun kartsu seisoo aina ovenneessa. Siis me painan vahingossa kartsua. Mitä olisi? Bits and pieces. Sinne. Saima.
Aaron said you got here just before the execution. Must have been a lovely first sight.
Who is Berend?
Baron's my husband. He works the forge up at Castle Dower. I barely see him nowadays, what with him filling orders for the army.
Were you at Rockville's execution?
No. That was an ugly affair. High King Torig's death has turned the whole town on its head. Between you and me, he wasn't even that good a king. All of those rambling speeches about the Empire this and the Empire that.
Okay.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Sitten mä voisin sulle myyä juttuja, mitä mulla täällä on. Kevitch, niin noi piti käydä istuttamassa.
Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
Ja sitten varmaan tonne Marketplacelle tai tonne. Tänne. Vai onks täällä ei oo enää ketään? Okei. Okay. Eiku... Niinku tää sataa vettä, niin kukaan ei halua olla täällä. Niinku huomaatte tätäkin paikkaa, jos ne jotka tietää Skyrimin ja tämän kaupungin, niin huomaa nämä pienet muutokset tässä modin mukana. Ei mitään isoa, mutta semmosia pieniä muutoksia on huomattavissa.
Fascinating time to be alive. Mark, these days will be remembered long after we're gone.
Olisiko tää nyt se tyyppi, joka antaisi mulle sen tehtävän? Tuo.
We provide clothing for all of Solitude's most influential residents. But for you, I'll make an exception.
What's wrong with my outfit?
Nothing at all. It's very nice. If you want something with a little more style, however, you should see what we have available.
Do you always insult people when you meet them?
It's not an insult, just an observation. If I were walking around with a wound, I would want you to tell me to see a doctor. Your outfit is something of an open wound, where attire is concerned.
Okay, so what should I wear to the Blue Palace?
You're really going to the Blue Palace? That presents an opportunity. If you are willing to wear one of Radiant Raymond's outfits and speak to the Jarl, I would not only pay you, but let you keep the outfit.
Sounds easy enough, I'll do it.
Good. Here's the outfit. Try to get Elisif's opinion on it, and if she likes it, mention it's from Radiant Raymond. Thank you for your patronage.
Missähän on kaikki nyt sit on, kun ketään ollut tuolla perkeleen Marketplacella?
Damn Stormcloak rebels. Rebels. Yeah, the Empire was keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim.
Onks se? Ei siellä oo. Mikä sieltä?
Keep an eye out for trouble. Only a matter of time.
Aha, fishing rod.
Need something? Keep an eye out for Stormcloak spies.
Täällä on saatana ketään, eikö on siinä B-randi?
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you with?
You make armor for the Imperial.
It's almost all I have time for these days. The men training here in Solitude, and the troops out in the field. They all need weapons and armor. You should look into joining. They could use every hand they can get.
You're pretty dedicated to the Empire then.
To be honest, no. But High King Torrid supported them. And now, her lady Elisabeth has thrown in with them. You could say I'm a king's man at heart. I guess that's Jarl's man now. My loyalty lies with Solitude. So, where Jarl Elisabeth leads, I follow.
Have you considered getting out there and fighting?
I think I would, if it weren't for my son and my wife. Oh, Seema would have my hide if I even suggested I might step foot on a battlefield. You think Stormcloaks and Legionnaires are dangerous? Ha! Return anytime you need arms or armor.
Mut eikä pitää nyt pienen ruokatauon tässä välissä ja jatketaan sitten kun tullaan. Niin kohta puoli takaisin. No niin, ruokatauko pidetty ja jatketaan pelailua eteenpäin. Mä voisin odottaa tässä jonkun 18 tuntia ehkä. Sille, että sais tän sateen pois. Sade pois, täällä on... Nyt pitäis täällä liikkuu näitä tyyppejä enemmänkin. Hihaada. Silana Petrejo. Nyt täällä on täällä Marketplaceillekin tyyppejä, koska täällä ei saada enää vettä.
You wouldn't have a few minutes to run down to the docks, would you?
What do you need from the stocks?
Well, I've got a shipment of spices the East Empire Company is holding up. I need someone to convince them to release it.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Great. Get back to me when you're done and I'll give you something for your time.
Is your spiced wine made from a secret recipe?
Oh, yes. A secret family recipe. The only good thing my father Octave ever did. In fact, it's so good, no one else in Skyrim even tries to make any.
How are your sales?
They're adequate. Honestly, I rely on the business brought in by the burning of King Olaf, and that's not likely to happen this year.
What is the burning of King Olaf?
Well, it's a great big festival put on by the bards every year. They burn an effigy of old King Olaf. It's quite a bit of fun. The bards give out spiced wine during the festival, so they put it in a big order. And then, for weeks after, demand is so high, I can barely keep up. But with the death of High King Torig, the festival has been declared in poor taste. So it looks like it won't happen this year.
Okay.
Good luck out there.
Hi, to water.
Plenty of fresh fish for you.
You and your daughter were at the execution.
Sorry, yes. It's been hard on her. The girl misses her uncle. I've tried to explain that Rogvir did something bad, and that we all have to be accountable for our actions. But the child feels what she will.
No, where do you catch
Down
the
at the
fish?
docks. There are a few good spots if you can avoid the East Empire Company workers and those red-wave thugs.
Alright.
These are troubled times.
Meals are served to bars.
Jola.
You look like
Eiku
you
jala.
could do with a ripe apple, or a tomato, cabbage, or leek.
I bet you get some interesting people through here.
That I do. I had a messenger from Dragon Bridge stop here on his way to the Blue Palace not too long ago. He was very nervous. Mentioned something about needing help.
Don't you have trouble getting ripe goods?
It's been easier lately. The Black Blood Marauders haven't been here since the Ice Runner attack, so my shipments have been more regular.
No hyvä.
Come back when you figure out how to spend money.
Spice.
Semmoset jutskat ja sitten pistetään hällennys.
It's a family recipe.
Siellä on taas armeija vittu. Tää on kyllä hienoa, kun täällä Solitudessa pyörii, niin näkee näitä armityyppejäkin samalla tässä sitten. Niin Vittoria Vici on itse tuolla omassa kämpässään, niin se ei oo edes ulkona vielä. Alright.
Hey, wanna play tag?
Täällä on joku kalju nutipää.
Ah, yet another new face. I'm from Hammerfell, you see. I can hardly keep track of all the people I've been meeting.
I've been traveling all over, even been to Helgen.
Where the dragon attacked? We've heard rumors of death and fire from the skies, but no real news.
The rumors are all true.
Then we should soon be selling arrows by the bushel. A sword is no good against a dragon.
You're a long way from home then.
Aye, but I'll be here in solitude for longer still. Fiata's skill as a Fletcher drew me to this place. I wanted to learn. And there is still much of Skyrim I wish to see. I hear there is a city, Windhell, that is nearly white with... what do you call it? Oh yeah, snow. And far to the west lies a ruin, Volskag. Inside there's said to be a wall, black as night, and it speaks in the ancient dragon tongue. There are wonders in this place I never dreamed imaginable.
Joo, äijä niinku oikeesti nauttii niinku Skyrimissä olosta ihan selkeästi. Sinä oot kuka? Inskar Iron Hand.
You know, fellow who wrote the cookbook.
Cookbook. Hei, voi jumalauta, kun porukkaa on niinku
Keep an eye out for Stormcloak spies. As High Priest of
enemmän kuin saatana mitään muuta. Äijä seisoo siellä puskas. Puska Jussi perkeleen on Captain Aldis. Are you with the Legion?
That I am. Train the recruits. Turn boys into men. That sort of thing. Thinking of asking the general for some training books. Give the soldiers something to do while they're on rest. Something besides drinking. Ever seen a book called The Mirror? We used to hand it out to boys looking to learn basic shield.
Ja tämän takia mulla on se kirja ollut mukana.
Good on you.
I don't find the book you wanted.
I'll see if I can get some copies made for the men. Here, something for your trouble. The Legion thanks you.
Sitten ois you were the one presiding over the execution.
Not my finest hour. Rogvir was a fine and honorable man.
So you think what he did was right?
No, I think he was entirely wrong. Rogvir's execution was justified and necessary. Being honorable might make you a good man, but it doesn't make you right. Be a better world if it did.
How goes the training?
Their aim could be steadier, but they're battle ready.
Even if the battle is with the dragon?
Can any man hope to be ready for a dragon? I can but hone their skills and harden their hearts. The rest is up to the gods.
Captain Angeline sent me to ask about her daughter.
Generally posting information is need to know only.
I think Angeline needs to know.
I've been trying to find the time and place to let her know. The daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told.
Selvä. Onko se Victoria edelleen täällä sisällä vai menikö se jo pihalle? Ei, on se tuolla. Tuolla vielä, jos mä käyn siellä sen talolla pyörähtämässä. Mitä jumalauta ei? Eli täällä on Victoria Witchin talo. Sinä, tervenin.
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind.
No, what do you need?
My master has abandoned me. Abandoned his people. And nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help?
Why don't you leave your master?
Oh, you just don't understand. Without him, I am not free. Without him, I am doomed. All of his empire shall fall into chaos.
How can I find your master?
Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as a Jarl. No, no. Such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that.
So you need me to bring him back?
Yes, but don't try to use force. He's far too mighty. He'd crush you like a clay doll or drop you from the sky. or simply eat your brain right up. Oh, but he probably won't do those things to you. Probably. Just remind him to come home, and there'll be no fighting or unpleasantness. Probably. He's just a little confused at the moment, is all. Knowing my master, he may very well reward you for bringing him to his senses.
Why do you need him back?
Without his guidance, our homeland is falling apart. North wages war against South. The holy flame flickers and dies. We need his return. Oh, but I'm sure he'll repay you when he comes to his senses. His favor is a powerful, powerful thing, and so very worth any inconveniences.
Who is your master?
He is a great man, but one rarely praised. He rules twin empires that span the length and breadth of our minds. All know him, but few can name him. But he has forbidden me from saying his name. He says it distracts him, and woe to those who draw his ire. But you will know him when you see him. He's the one who made me like this.
How can I get to your master?
He stays in the Pelagius wing of the Blue Palace. The doors are locked, and only Falk Firebeard can grant entry. But I hear the maids, Una and Erdi, know how to enter it for cleaning. Surely they can help for such an important matter.
Joo,
Until next time.
Ja sit käydään täällä Victorian luona hölöttämässä siitä Spiced Wineista. Helisemässä niin sanotusti.
Sorry, I was lost in thought. I'm planning my wedding this year. So many details to work out.
The son asked me to check on her shipment of spices.
Ah, yes. If she wants to pay the 2,000 gold tariff, then we'll be all set.
Vetta can't afford the tariff. She can barely afford her stand.
I suppose I could make an exception. I do like her spiced wine. Fine. Tell Yvette's son her shipment will be brought up to Solitude shortly.
Nice. Voit sä kartsa tulla noista oviaukoista saatana helvettiin. Ei tarvis seistä jokaisessa ovessa. Mä meinaan aina puhua sulle, koska sä oot siinä oven eessä just suoraan.
I thought adventurers were supposed to look tough.
Wanna play tag?
Kuka näistä on se tuo?
I don't wanna talk.
No sorry about your uncle.
Papa talks about it some. Mom doesn't say much since Uncle Rodger died. He doesn't even go to temple anymore. I wish he would. At least that way she'd have people to talk to.
Maybe I could convince her.
You would do that? That's great. You should go do it right now.
One of those rebels. As High Priest of the Eight Divines, I bid you welcome.
How about I trade you a song for some fruit? You don't need mine. Dean Inga says a bard can never have enough practice.
Spiced wine for you? It's a family recipe.
Fresh fish. Fresh fish.
The East Empire Company is standing up your spices.
Thank you so much. I swear it's a fight with them every shipment. Here's something for your troubles.
Fresh fish. Straight from the fjord.
Good luck out there. Seems like a tough time to be wandering Skyrim.
Sitten seuraavaa juttua. Vaikka hölöttäis tolle mummelille ensin. Hölisemässä sulle. Angelines Aromatics.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. It's good to see a fresh face.
I have some news about your daughter.
You got Aldous to tell you something.
Vittu, te sä oot taas lähellä.
What did he say?
Angeline, Mrs. Morrow, your daughter is dead.
I told her. I told her the Imperial army would kill her. That this was a war of Jarls and Imperial generals, and we had no part in it. She just wouldn't hear it. It was brave of you to come to me with this. I can't thank you for it, not for this. But you have done me a service.
No, ei mitään. Mikäs tyyppi täällä nyt sitten ottaa niinku puhumista?
Welcome to the center of the world. Or at least my brother Eric's world.
Se on Eric's brother.
Yes, my older brother. And the person you
Morjesta,
probably
morjesta
want to be
vaan.
speaking
Tervetuloa.
to right now. But really, since Torig's death, Falk Firebeard wields the true
Ja
power
iltoja.
of the Yard. My brother is nothing more than a pompous little fop.
That doesn't seem like a good
Oh, if you're looking
attitude.
for a good attitude, go see the bards. They'll fake it for you if nothing else.
Selvä.
If you're looking for truth instead, see Noster. He's a good example of what life has to offer. And if you're just looking to feel good, go get some spiced wine from Yvette. But whatever you do, just leave me alone.
No, you have something I want.
Not my problem.
No, et vittis jos otas puhua. Emme vittis ryöstää sitä sulta ainakaan nyt tässä keskellä kauppaa. Onneksi tuon ulkopuolella mitään nyt sitten? Ei siellä oo ku tämä juttu. Joo. Alright, ei siinä sitten.
Hey, wanna play tag?
Sitten olisi varmaan tällais Varin äidille puhumaan vaikka sinne. Vaikka seuraavana. Vittu kun se Oktievekin on jossain hevonkuusessa nyt. Mut yleensähän se on Vikings Kiiverissä, et ehkä mä käyn sieltä kattomassa jossain vaiheessa sitten. Edwards House. Sinä.
Huh?
Greta.
Are you here to talk about my brother?
Thornberry.
Do you think his execution was justified?
No, I think he was an honorable man.
Rogvir, you're a Nord at heart. It's hard for many of the people here to understand. I think Aldous understands. I don't think I could have stayed here if anyone else had... I think I need to stop talking now. I'm not looking for conversation.
Svari asked me to talk to you.
She did she? She's gonna get a sit-down later.
He wants you to return to temple.
Well, I wish it were that simple. Maybe it is. Look, I want to go back, but I won't feel right in there without a tie to Talos. My brother Rogvir wore a symbol of Talos. He kept it hidden on his person. If I had that, I can't go near his body. Would you get it back for me?
I'll do what I can.
Thanks. I should make sure Sfari's okay.
Onko se vietty jo sinne Hall of the Deadiin vai onko se vieläkin makailemassa siellä saatanan pöljökyllä, niin sanotusti?
Please, take pity on an old madman.
Pöljökyllä näyttäisi olevan.
Pardon me.
Sulta se amuletti. Noin.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
Nice to have something happy in the midst of the war. Victoria is practically glowing.
Hey, wanna play tag?
En. Mitä hippaa nyt jaksaa leikkiä tätä? Muutakin tekemistä tässä kun leikkii hippaavat.
I'm not looking for conversation.
I've got the amulet.
Thanks so much. I'll return to Temple. Here's something for your time and effort.
No ei mitään.
Advar won't sell anything if I don't go and check up on him.
Se ei edes ottanut sitä amulettia vittu vasta.
Among you can help me.
Pantteja, Ateja. Bards College. Trupadurin college-housut.
Welcome to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you?
I'm looking to apply to the college.
Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people. When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard.
Yeah, what do you need me to do?
Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago.
And that's where I come in?
Yes. According to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem.
Has the war affected your college much?
Not much. But as a bard, I find the whole affair depressing. There are no heroes in this war, no winners to be had, and no real conclusion. If you want something a bard can dig into, look to the dragons. 1,000 years from now, Skyrim will have changed rulers dozens of times. But the return of the dragons, that story is once in an era.
No. What do you know about the dragons?
Not much, to be honest. Their return was a shock to us all. Gerard Germain has some tomes about them in the library, if you're interested.
So what is the Poetic Edda?
I think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's verse. You should speak to him about it.
Why did Elisif forbid the mess?
As you may be aware, Elisif's husband, High King Torig, was recently killed. Elisif mourns her husband deeply, and she feels that a festival that burns a king in effigy is distasteful. I tried to convince her the festival is many centuries old and celebrates solitude, but I need proof.
No.
I believe King Olaf's verse will provide that proof.
Alright.
I wish you luck in finding the verse.
Good to meet a prospective bard.
Viamo said you could tell me about the Poetic Edda.
Sending you after King Olaf's verse then. That's good. We shouldn't leave it lying around now that I figured out where it is. The verse was Svaknir's contribution to the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Each bard adds to the Edda in his or her time.
So King Olaf's verse is a lost part of the Edda.
And a very ancient one. The verse criticized the reigning King Olaf. He was so incensed the bard was put to death and all the copies burned. At least, that's what we thought until I translated some ancient texts a year or so ago. We now believe King Olaf buried the truth with the bard. If I'm right, Svaknir and King Olaf's verse lie in Dead Men's Respite, along with the burial chamber of King Olaf himself.
No.
Be careful. You might find more than just good Ildi, soak in the lore. Yorn, what happened during the Red Year? Morrowind or something?
Kelle se hölisee siellä? Pitäisikö mun kokeilemaan etsimässä se Octave? Koska silläkin on joku homma, mikä pitää hoitaa. Mun mielestä se on Winking Skiverissä yleensä, niin käykö sieltä kattamassa?
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
Ai niin, eikö täällä ollut joku? Tossa on toi. Tähän pitäisi olla joku juttu täällä takana muistaakseni. Ja täällä. Empty wine bottle. Sack of flour, okei. Okay. Ei ollutkaan sitten. Ei sitten.
stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Missä on Octave? Yleensähän se on täällä. Sinä oot Javanan. Gisli.
Hello, I'm Gizli.
Siinä on Octave.
You can just call me Erica's
Take
sister.
my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes.
You're in debt to Inskar.
Too many drinking games, too many bets, and I'm too old to ever raise the coin on my own.
But if I talk to
It's
Inskar.
a stubborn oath. I don't know what good it'll do. You should speak to my daughter. She's the brains of the family.
Nää vittu se Inskari nyt. Ei kai se nyt... Se on tuolla palatsis vittu. What the hell? Vai onko se yleensä siellä? En mä muista yhtään. Sielläkö se pyörii silleen normaalisti kyllä? Eri kurssu haus. Toivottavasti nyt on sneakki sen verran hyvä, että selvitään tästä ilman sitä, että pitää joku murehätä niin sanotusti. Mä pahasti tuntuu, että kohti jää kiinni vittu. Little Gisli. Siitä voitte lukea pausella taas. Noin. Sitten helvettihin täältä. Ja sille Gislille taas puhumaan, mutta toi yhtä eestakas juoksemista saatana koko ajan. The Winking Skeever.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Hello, I'm Gisli.
I know what
But
your
you can
people
just
did
call
to
me-
Jehanna.
It would seem so.
The deed's not worth the trouble. I'll dispose of it for you.
Okay, okay. You talked me into it.
Check the barrel for further instructions. No nyt se on täällä sit se homma. Siitä voitte taisi pausella lukea. Noin. Sinne oli joku tuonut 2 pussia lisää jauhoa. Tuolla on toi Nosters Helmet. Sitten täällä on Ancestor Sword. Ehkä mä hoidan nää
much to ask.
Muut hommat ennen, kun mä lähden tonne ulkopuolelle taas pyörimään vettä.
Hey, wanna play tag?
Pardon me.
Eli palatsiin siis matka käy.
Need something?
Imperial Officer. Kukas vittu sinä nyt sitten oot? Una.
Yes?
I need to get into the Pelagius
Not
wing.
in your life. It's dangerous in there, and Falk doesn't even like me and her.
Falk asked me to check it out.
If you really want to, just be careful of the ghost. He snuck up on me once and scared me sick. It took a week for me to feel better. You
Okay.
can catch me at the Blue Palace later, if you want to talk again.
Sinä.
I hear the
I'd like you
East
to
Empire
forgive
Company has
Octavius'
reopened.
debts.
Debts are debts. Either he pays them or his kind do.
He's an old man, let it go.
Fine. You sound like a priest of Mara, but I get your point. Tell him to forget about the gold. Keep your sword on strong.
I don't see any reason.
Oh, hello. Just
As
tidying
long
up.
as those dogs stay outside of our borders, we're fine.
Mistä vitusta toi puhuu?
Unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragon Bridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for.
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragon Bridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. What about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
I've got what I
Aren't
came
you
for.
worried about the Wolf Scout
I've
cave?
done my part. Dragon Bridge will have extra guards. Falk Firebeard will find a way to take care of the cave.
Steward, I have an idea that
Okay.
might help to both
All right, then.
people in this difficult time.
Täällä oli jossain se helvetin wizardi. Siellä.
Steel
Melaran.
Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human, even a Breton.
Are you the god wizard?
No, that honor is Sabeel Stentor's. A smart man steers clear of Stentor, and keeps himself out of the dungeon when she's having a bad day.
What do you mean?
Let's just say that the headsman's axe may not be the worst way for a Solitude jail prisoner to die. Look at that. I told you to watch your tongue, and mine is waggling. I've said enough.
So what's your job here, Melaran?
I make sure Erica keeps breathing. You are free to leave.
This hardly seems fair.
Fair is a word rarely applied to politics, my grace.
You've been seen in the company of the companions. That's an honorable
The Imperials are good for business, and business is good for Skyrim.
What's your place in the court?
I'm a Thane. In the future, you may want to gain that information before talking with someone. Risk of looking like an idiot and all that.
Do all the Thanes support
Oh,
Elif?
most certainly. At least when Elisif herself asks. If you're inquiring whether we have concerns about her age and inexperience, let me put it this way. The Thanes have every confidence in General Tullius's leadership.
Yeah.
I must return to the court.
Thane
I simply
Briley,
can't
at your
make do
service.
without me.
Stentor.
If I needed something from you, you would know it.
What's your problem?
Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine, I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem. Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
I don't expect you to be capable of even that.
Were you there when High King Torig died?
I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. I've seen much in my time, but that was a gruesome day.
Why was Torig killed?
Because Ulfric needed a symbol. Someone he could defeat that represented the Empire. The White Gold Concordat, the banning of Talos worship. Torig's father Islot had held Skyrim together for nearly 25 years. When he died, Torig became that symbol.
So the war started when Islot died?
No. Even after Islot died, the Moot voted to make Torig High King of Skyrim. But Ulfric was at that Moot, continually talking about Skyrim's independence in terms just shy of treason. I don't think Ulfric knew how much Torig respected him for that. If Ulfric had asked Torig directly to stand up, to declare independence, Torig might have done it.
Why didn't Torig even ever declare independence?
Because the Dominion is a sleeping beast that Skyrim cannot slay alone. Because many Nords are part of the Imperial Army even now. Because the food and resources we get from the Empire are important to our people. Because even if we can't openly worship him, Talos the God was once Tiber Septim the Man, and this is his empire. And Torig wasn't ready to let it fall apart.
Yeah. How long have you been the court wizard?
I was a member of the court during the reign of Torig's father. It was Torig who appointed me to the position.
So you and High King Torig were close?
Very. I helped raise him. Oh, I could not have been more proud to see Torig on the throne. He made a fine king, a fine king.
Are you worried about that? What that petitioner said about Wolfskull Cave?
Not really. Varnius Junius is a fool. I'm sure nothing will come of it. I suppose if you're truly interested, you could talk to Falk. He's the better safe than sorry type. Vampires are clever.
Herra jestas, kun sekin ottais lähellä.
More clever than you.
Do you have business with the court?
I have delivery from Sorex Vinius.
Oh, right, the rum. Thank you. I developed a taste for it after a fair-weather trip to Hammerfell. Here, this is for you.
What will happen to Elisif if the Empire wins the war?
That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace.
No. Does General Tullius respect Elisif?
Of course he does. What sort of a question is that? Maybe you've been listening to Eriker. There's been loose talk among some of the Thanes, and I suspect he's the cause of it. You'll pay those rumors no heed if you wish to retain your welcome in this city.
No.
She may be young, but Elisif is the Jarl by right. And here in Skyrim, if nothing else, we respect the traditions of our fathers' fathers.
No.
You do well to remember that.
I hear you are looking for some help with the Wolfskull Cave.
You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work.
Okay. Why is it called Wolfskull Cave?
The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name. That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now. But everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted.
Okay.
Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
Sitten täällä oli yksi tommonen unusual gem. Täällä. Siinä. Ja sit puhutaan Elisifille. Ja pistetään toi asu päälle, minkä mä sain tuolta Radiant Raimentista.
resources and doesn't answer to me in the slightest? This hardly seems fair.
Fair is a word rarely applied to politics, my grace. I'm afraid you must learn to accept this.
If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward.
Are you the... Why did Ulfric kill your husband?
Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torrig. And so he came before my husband and he shouted with that terrible voice, like something out of a legend or a nightmare. When Ulfric unleashed such fury, my husband, he simply ceased to be. That is all I will say, for it grieves me to speak of it.
Okay. Are you the High Queen of Skyrim?
Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torrig was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen.
Yeah. Do you trust General Tullius?
A question I am all too familiar with. One my very Thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that, while General Tullius is certainly no Nord, the people of Skyrim would be lost without him. Trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership. For what other choice do we have?
Yeah. Do you like my outfit?
It's quite fetching, actually. The craftsmanship is excellent.
It was made by Radiant Raiment.
Oh, really? Well, you can tell them that I will be putting in a request for a few dresses quite soon.
Nice.
Be well. Pray for Solitude and my husband.
Ja sitten menemme tänne. Pelagius Wing. Juman lauta, kun on paskanen mesta. Täällä ei kyllä ole kauheasti porukkaa käynyt viime aikoina.
Oh, I couldn't. It goes right through me. Besides, I have so many things to do. So many undesirables to contend with. Naysayers, buffoons, detractors. Why, my headsman hasn't slept in 3 days.
You are far too hard on yourself. My dear, sweet, homicidally insane Pelagius. What would the people do without you? Dance, sing, smile, grow old? You are the best septum that's ever ruled. Well, except for that Martin fella. But he turned into a dragon god, and that's hardly sport. You know, I was there for that whole sordid affair. Marvelous time. Butterflies, blood, a fox, a severed head, ho, and the cheese to die for.
Yes, as you've said countless times before.
Harumph! Well, then, if you're going to be like that, perhaps it's best I take my leave. A good day to you, sir. I said good day!
Yes, go. Leave me to my ceaseless responsibilities and burdens.
How rude! Can't be bothered to host an old friend for a decade or two.
Who are you talking
Pelagius the Third. Now, surely even you know about Pelagius's decree. On his deathbed, and this was inspired, he forbade death! That's right! Death! Outlawed!
Wait, where are we?
Inside the mind of Pelagius, silly. Oh, is it your first time?
Yes, I'm here to deliver a message.
Really? Oh, what kind of message? A song? A summons? Wait, I know! A death threat written on the back of an Argonian concubine. Those are my favorites. Well, spit it out, mortal. I haven't got an eternity. Actually, I do. Little joke. But seriously, what's the message?
I was asked to retrieve you from your vacation.
Were you now? By whom? Wait! Don't tell me. I want to guess. Was it Molag? No. Little Tim, the Toymaker's son, huh? The ghost of King Lysandes? Or was it one? Yes! Stanley, the talking grapefruit from Passwall. I'm wrong on all accounts, aren't I? Ha! No matter. Honestly, I don't want to know. Why ruin the surprise? But more to the point, do you, tiny, puny, expendable little mortal, actually think you can convince me to leave? Because that's crazy. You do realize who you're dealing with.
I'm afraid I don't know, sir.
Wrong! Actually, you do, sort of. I am a part of you, little mortal. I'm a shadow in your subconscious. A blemish on your fragile little psyche. You know me. You just don't know it. Sheagora, Daedric Prince of Madness, at your service.
So does that mean you leave or not?
Now that's the real question, isn't it? Because honestly, how much time off could a demented Daedra really need? So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. That's right. I'm done. Holiday complete. Time to return to the humdrum day-to-day. On one condition. You have to find the way out first. Well, good luck with that.
Simple.
Is it? Care to take a look around? This is not, I dare say, the Solitude Botanical Gardens. Any idea where you are? Where you truly are? Welcome to the deceptively verdant mind of the Emperor Pelagius III. That's right! You're in the head of a dead, homicidally insane monarch! Now, I know what you're thinking. Can I still rely on my swords and spells and sneaking and all that nonsense? Sure. Or you could use the Wabatak! Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you? Do you mind? I'm busy doing the fish stick. It's a very delicate state of mind.
Tää on hieno jätkä nyt. Minä nyt ensin vaikka teen.
Now this is a sad path. Pelagius hated and feared many things. Assassins, wild dogs, the undead, pumpernickel. But the deepest, keenest hatred was for himself. The attacks he makes on himself can be seen here fully. They're always carried out on the weakest part of his fragile self. The self-loathing enhances Pelagius' anger. But his confidence will shrink with every hit. You must bring the two into balance. Here we go. Wonderfully done. Pelagius is finally ready to love himself. And here we go. Just a scratch. I'm all ears.
Mä olen kaikkena korvana vittu. Tää on ihan hieno tehtävä, se on pakko myöntää. Ja eeppinen jätkäkin tämä näin.
I see you've been minding your own business. So, how's the mind business?
No more self-loathing for Pelagius.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Why waste all that hatred on yourself when it can so easily be directed at others? But someone still has quite a bit to do.
Yes. Sit vaikka tänne.
Oh, good choice! Well, good for me. I find everyone being out to get you so terribly entertaining. You might find it less so. You see, Pelagius's mother was, well, let us say, unique. Although I suppose, in the grand scheme of things, she was fairly average for a septim. That woman wielded fear like a cleaver. Or did she wield a cleaver and make people afraid? I never get that part right. Oh, but she taught her son well. Pelagius learned at a very early age that danger could come from anywhere, at any time, delivered by anyone. The objective here is simple, you simpleton. Use your wabaja to defeat the enemy, while they do the same. Oh, I thought you'd never figure it out. With the threat gone, Pelagius is under the delusion that he's safe, which means you've helped him out, sir. And we're that much closer to home.
Semmonen jutska oli tuo. Ne on helppoja kun nää muistaa.
Is it just me? Or is it getting saner and saner these days?
Self-loathing. Conquered, paranoia, abolished.
Mortal? Insufferable. Yes, you're entirely brilliant. Conquering madness and all that. Blah, 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 blah. But you're not done yet! You can still die. You've headed down the path of dreams. Unfortunately for you, Pelagius suffered night terrors from a young age. All you need to do is find something to wake our poor Pelagius up. You'll find his terrors easy to repel, but persistent.
Vieläkö?
Well, now that's something to crow about. With Pelagius up and about, you're moving right along. We'll both be home in no time. Need something?
Täällä olisi chesti, mut sille ei voi tehdä mitään vissiin. Ei voi, sitä ei pysty avata. Nyt soi taas 2 musaa päällekkäin. Tosi hienon kuulostet.
I have a sin. I'm not going to feel what you have to like. Learn something.
I've done it. I fixed Pelagius' mind.
Fixed is such a subjective term. I think treating is far more, don't you? Like one does to a rash or an arrow in the face. But no matter. Hardly smart what you are. You've actually succeeded and survived. I'm forced to honor my end of the bargain. So, congratulations. You're free to go. Bye! They've been doing it right. So, go. Really. Pelagius Septim III, once the mad emperor of Tamriel, now so boringly sane. I always knew he had it in him. Well, I suppose it's back to the Shivering Isles. The trouble Haskell can get into while I'm gone simply boggles the mind. Let's make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Clothes, check. Beard, check. Luggage. Luggage. Where to leave the luggage?
Master, you've taken me back. Does this mean we're going home? Oh, happy times. I can't wait to.
Yes, yes, that's quite enough celebration. Let's send you ahead, shall we? As for you, little mortal minion, feel free to keep the Wabbajack as a symbol of my... I'll just take the damn thing. You take care of yourself now. And if you ever find yourself up in New Sheo, do look me up. We can share a strawberry tart. Ha! Ta-ta!
Eli mansikkatorttua. Tai jotain. Kartso oli varmaan ihan ihmeessä. Miten vittu se meni nyt? Mitäs Kartso?
You are taking us somewhere warm, I trust.
Eiks täällä ole tarpeeksi lämmin sulle muuten muka taaskaan? Aha. Sinne ei pääse, mitäs tänne se? Ruined Book. Täällä ei oo mitään. Tää ei oo... Mitä? Thief of Virtue. Ei ole mitään. Ei ku pois vaan täältä. Mises Ragna on mitä mieltä tästä asiasta? Sä kävit just jonkun kuolleen keisarin mielessä veto. Pääsises. No niin, ja sitten seuraavaa hommaa kohti. Ja täällä on taas pimeätä kuin Esterin perseessä nyt. Näin. Seuraavaa hommaa kohti sitten. Eikohan Eiku tuolla on Octave. Okei, joo. Käydään nyt siellä Octaven luona sitten, se on täällä jossain. Mikäs paikka tämä nyt sitten? Täällä on aseita ja... Täällä on torni, katos vaan. Temple of the Divines.
Got to thinking, maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it yet.
One of the alcoves up front is empty.
Ah, yes. That once held the shrine to Talos. but the worship of Talos was banned by the White Gold Concordat some time ago.
What's the White Gold Concordat? Vittu, mä en osaa puhua tossa.
The Dominium recognized the heresy of proclaiming Talos a god. Talos was a great man and a great emperor, but that does not make him a god. No matter how much the Stormcloaks may wish it were so.
Yeah. What do the shrine do?
Those who worship at the shrines will sometimes receive boons from the gods themselves. The nature of the favors varies per deity. Please, feel free to worship at any or all of the shrines.
Jaha.
The strong and honorable always carry the blessing of the age.
Täällä on aktiivi.
I'm too old to work, but that don't make me too old to drink.
Inscar's agreed to forgive your debt.
A fine thing for me. You know, I used to be quite a warrior in my day. Let me show you a thing or two. You should speak to my daughter, Yvette. She's the brains of the family.
Pitäisikö mennä? Shrine of Mara.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
Sinä oot se Radiant Raymentin tyyppi tai se.
If you ever want to replace those old rags, stop by Radiant Raiment.
Alice, if you love the outfit, she'll be placing an order for.
That's wonderful. You've done us a great service. As promised, the outfit is yours, and here's something for your trouble.
Yes, kiitos.
Remember Radiant Raiment when you need a change of attire.
Ja sitten juttuja ulkopuolelta tämän paikan ulkopuolelta tekemään jutut. Nosters helmet in a Snow Green Cavern.
We have found a cave. I don't think there are warm fires and friendly faces inside.
Joo, ei varmaan ookaan. Kartsa onko semmoinen Sherlock. Muton pupu ainakin löytyi tänne. Tää näyttää ihan sellaiset puulta, mistä voisi joku tulla, mutta ei tullut. Tämä on sitten se seuraava. Ei sentään. Loppu se vittu pupujen tappaminen. Hyvä kartsa. Hei. Nice. Sain miekin jonkun hengiltä. Mitäs tämä puu sitten? Tässä näin. Ei. Mikäs nyt onko edes siitä tulis pikkainen? Nice. No sit jostain puusta tulee sprikkani. No niin, ja sieltä tulee taas lisää. Mä hoidan tän Earth Motorin, niin hoidasta se perusprikka, niin pörtsä. Mä sanoin, et hoida se perusprikka, niin... Jos me voitais tehdä joku työnjako tässä hommassa. No. Hyvä kartso. Äijä hoiti sen sprikkonin. Täällä on vissiin muutama nallekarhu täällä jostain. Ja yksi prikka, niin Earth Motor. Mitä vittu se liuu? Missä pitussa siellä kartso oot taas? Siitä. Tulihan se kartsokin piilosta pois. Tarvii yksin hoidella näitä sprikkaneita. Mikähän se nyt oli sitten? Se on Cave Bear ja Spriggan. No. Joo, on vittu taistelut yhdessä saatanan luolassa. Se on Cave Bear siellä vedessä.
Wolf Queen, hear our call and awaken. We summon Pema. We summon Pema. Long have you slept the dreamless sleep of death, Pema. No longer. Hear us, Wolf Queen. We summon you. Summon Pema.
Hetken oli äänet pois, kun tuli striimiin kuulumatonta aktiviteettia tähän, ja henkilöitä, niin pistin silleen, ettei kuulu äänet, jos ei halua, mutta joo, ollaan täällä Wolfskull Caveillä hoitamassa tätä hommaa, minkä se Firebeard antoi meille. Ja niin kuin näette, niin täällä on necromancereita, saatana, aivan helvetisti. Mun on pakko myöntää, että tuossa yhdessä kohtaa aika hienosti se yksi necromanceri sai nuolesta päähänsä vahingossa. Se vaan tuli siihen eteen ja mä olin ampumassa sitä Scourgea, niin se sai naamaansa siitä ja kuoli siihen. Se oli mun mielestä aika koominen tilanne. Myös tää on aika koomista, että kukaan näistä ei saanut vielä tehtyä mulle yhtään mitään.
Return me to this realm.
Ne vaan saatana sniikkinä täällä.
The blood of the innocent binds you, Wolf Queen. Summon the words bound by blood.
What? What are you doing? You fools! You cannot bind me to your wills.
Summon the words bound by blood.
You ants don't have the power to bind me.
Miksi tää ilmoittaa, että mulla tulisi viestejä tai kommentteja, mutta ei tuu mitään. No nyt nää vasta pääsee niinku tekemään mulle juttu. Yhtäkkiä tänne tulikin niinku tommosia tyyppejä, jotka oikeesti pystyy tekemään jotain. Voi vittu karttoa. Kartto ottaa osumaan täällä oikein kunnolla. Loppu sillä sauvallas heiluminen.
Something is wrong. There is an intruder.
Oi, se intruder. Se ei paljon välittänyt tästä. Täällä oli Lesser Soldier. The refugees. Ei kun lever. Ja sitten ulos täältä. Ja sitten seuraavaa ulkopuolen hommaa kohti. Tän on tää Pine Moon Cave, missä oli toi noita vampyyreitä, mistä se puhuu. Jaha. Käy hoitamassa nää vampyyrikusipäät nyt. No. Loppu se heiluminen nyt. Siinä on joku vampyyri, joka kuoli yhdestä. Siellä on vissiin masteri. Night Master Vampire. Tosi kiva nyt. Kartso helvettiin siitä eestä nyt. Tästä on moi vahinkoraukaus. Ammu Kartso. Hyvä. Sepä se oli helppo homma nyt. Ja sit seuraava homma vielä. Sitten on se bardien homma tai se jutska varmaan seuraavana. Eli siis... Sitten täällä on taas toisaalta tämäkin homma sitten. Tämä... Ancestral Swordi, mutta ehkä mä hoidan tämän seuraavana. It means respite. Deathman's respite. Kasiitti kommentoi siellä nyt. Täältä saa taas ihan järjettömän kasan rahaa, kun kerää nää kaikki örnit sun muut. Me näköjään saa jotain Iron Swordejakin, jos niitä vahingossa kerään. En mä halunnut mitään Potion of Minor Magica. Niin semmosia en käytä. Herra jestas, nyt Kartso on sit varovainen. Ne kohta kuuluu. Siinä on Drogur. Ei täällä oo ketään, ketä pääsee ammuskelemaan. Paitsi hämyläkki. Hämyläkit. Siellä on Apprentice Chesti. Eihän nää saatanan Deathlorditkaan pysty mitään. The buying game. Onneksi tää nyt ei vissiin kauhean iso tämmönen tuumbi oo, että tässä ei pitäisi kauhean pitkään mennä tässäkään hommassa. Parit hämikset sieltä putos sieltä katosta. Tännekö? Visi. Gee. Miten hyvin nää putoo nää traukurit? Eihän näistä oo mitään ongelmaa niinku tai haastetta. Nää on tosi mukavia vihollisia nää traukurit, se on pakko myöntää ja omalla tavalla tykkään myös banditteja reiskiä saatana nuolilla päähän. Ei riittänyt hyppyvoima sinne. Seuraavaa paikkaa. Blendiful healing. Joo, ei tää isompi paikkaa. Tuolla on se niin sanottu Final Showdown sitten. Moi. Hyvä Karts. Kartsa tuli sähisemällä siellä. Täällä ei oo mitään healing-juttuja, ei näy olevan. Noin. Sanoit on Master Chesti, kyllähän se on. Mikäs muukaan? No, mitä pit... No. Ja hienosti nää kyllä putoo, se on pakko myöntää. Moi. Meissä jää taikas kans helvettiin mun naamalta. No niin. Täällä ei ole mitään. Moi. Siitä voitte lueskella pausella nää verset tai nää, jos kiinnostaa. Noin. Ja sitten olisi se Final Showdown, tai tämän paikan viimeinen taistelu vuorossa. Ei tääkään oikeesti ollut kauhean iso paikka, että siinä mielessä hyvä juttu, että ei tässäkään kestänyt ikuisuutta. Saadaan tämän päivän aikana Solituden hommat hoidettu. Oliko se Coral Dragon Claw? Käärme, susi ja tommonen lintu. Vai oliko se Ruby Dragon Claw? Eli susi, lintu ja susi. Katsotaan. Varmaan Ruby taisi olla kyllä. Kyllä, sehän se on. Sitten pistetään tallennus vaikka tälle rappuselle näin. Ja let's go!
Something smells foul.
Mun kaikki nää, jotka näyttää siltä, että ne nousee tosta. Vittu, et putoa helposti nää tyypit. No. Noniin, siinä taisi olla kaikki tältä alueelta. Jostain tuli näköjään joku tyyppi vielä. En siis saanut kaikkia näitä nousevia hengiltä ainakaan kerralla. No joo on niinku asento. Take me. Se oli silleen. Ota minut vittu. Näin.
Insolent bird, die!
No toi Olaf One Eye. Kartta lähti kuuraketilla kuuluu just ton shoutin jälkeen. Ei sentään, Kartsa selvisi hengissä siitä. Sitten pois täältä ja sitten vielä haetaan sen Ancestral Shorti. Ja sitten käydään Solitudessa vielä uudemman kerran. Ja pistetään pelikartta pakettiin sitten. Vai pitäisikö se Solitudessa käydä jo nyt? Ja hoitaa sen Ancestral Sortin sit myöhemmin. Sehän voisi olla itse asiassa ihan hyvä vaihtoehto kuitenkin. Eli mennään Solitudeen takaisin. Sinne.
To replace those old rags, stop by Radiant Wind.
Mikäs tyyppi se siellä menee?
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
Nosteri. Mitä sä teet, äijä? I found your helmet.
Look at it. That's real Nord craftsmanship, that is. Let me show you an old trick I learned as a scout. Makes it harder for the enemy to notice you.
Mitä sä niinku touhuut siellä välissä nyt? Minkä takia tuo ilmoittaa koko ajan jostain?
Ah, you've returned. How goes the task I gave you?
I found Kill Olaf's verse.
I have to admit, I didn't think it would actually be there. Now, let's take a look at this. Oh no. This won't do at all. The copy is incomplete. It's aged to the point that parts are unreadable. And the parts that are readable, well, bardic verse has come a long way since ancient times.
What does that mean?
It means I can't read it to the court. Without the verse, I won't be able to convince Elisif of the importance of the burning of King Olaf festival. If she isn't convinced of the festival's importance, then she won't reverse her decision to stop the effigy burning. It means that the burning of King Olaf, which the Bard's College has held for time immemorial, won't be happening.
Can't we just make up missing parts of the verse?
Make it up? That doesn't seem appropriate. I suppose I could copy his style based on what you brought me, but I have no idea what happened in between these verses.
We can do this. What's the first
Olaf,
verse?
Our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and false. Your cunning capture of Numenex, a con for the ages. King Olaf was Olaf One-Eye? He famously captured the dragon Numenex and took him to Dragon's Reach. What did we say really happened?
Olaf found him asleep.
Nah, alright, I'm writing that in. I'm not sure about the court, but I find that much more probable than Olaf capturing a dragon.
Okay, what's next?
Olaf grabbed power by promise and threat. From Falkreath to Winterhold, they fell to their knees. But Solitude stood strong, Skyrim's truest protectors. Olaf's vengeance was instant, inspired, and wicked. Strange. According to history, Solitude attacked Winterhold, but Asgeir seemed to be saying Olaf reacted. What did we say happened?
He convinced Solitude to attack Winterhold.
It's not the most exciting answer, but the most likely. I'll write it in.
Is that it?
It has a few final lines, but that's all we needed to add. I need to head to court immediately and present this. You should come.
Sure thing. Vitun kartsa, onks pakko... Imperial Soldier. Nää on kyllä... kilpiä, jotka vaan ilmesty tähän yhtäkkiä.
Need something?
Oculatus Agent. Sitten tänne Blue Palaseen takaisin nyt. Firebeard.
You've returned. Good. What did you find at Wolfskull Cave?
Some necromancers were attempting to summon and find Potema.
Potema herself? Please tell me you stopped them.
I interrupted the ritual. It's done.
You've done a larger service to the realm than you could possibly know. A resurrected Potema. I shudder at the thought. May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Elisif seems to rely on you a great deal.
She still mourns greatly for her husband, High King Torrig. So she leaves many of the courtly details to me.
Okay.
Anyone with a stout heart like yours is welcome here.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll?
Sweet roll? No ei nyt sentään.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane concerns.
I cleared out the vampires from Pine Moon Cave.
Filthy creatures, aren't they? Living in the darkness like they do. So uncivilized. I prefer finery, like this. Here, for your trouble. And I suppose I should show you a little about illusion magic for free, shouldn't I?
Mä voisin myydä sulle jotain juttuja, mitä multa löytyy.
I think you'll appreciate this.
Näin.
Take care of yourself and always remember, the world is ripe with people looking to spill your blood.
Sitä on Elisifille puhumaan.
There's something personal I was hoping you would do for me.
What can I do for you, Jarl?
Falk told me what you did for us at Wolf Skull Cave. He says you're someone we can trust. As you may know, Talos worship is outlawed in the Empire. When we buried my husband, I made offerings to all the gods, except Talos. I would like you to take an item of his, a war horn handed down from his father, and place it at a shrine of Talos.
I would be honored.
Thank you. It would mean a lot to me. It's a fine day with you around.
Ja sitten olen Viarmolle puhumaan.
I do hope the court likes the verse. I think we've done an excellent job of recreating it.
Have it ready.
I think my voice is ready. I hope we've done this well.
Siinä hetken aikaa odotellaan.
Viarmo, I assume you are here to petition for the reinstatement of the burning of King Olaf festival.
I am, Jarl. I wish to present King Olaf's verse from the Poetic Edda, recovered this very day from the Bard's tomb.
You mentioned something that would convince us the festival should take place, but I didn't expect King Olaf's lost verse. Please proceed.
O Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and false. Your cunning capture of Numenex a con for the ages. No shouting match between dragon and man, no fire or fury did this battle entail. Olaf struck a deal to make himself king. Numenex let go, though none tell that tale. Olaf grabbed power by promise and threat. From Falkreath to Winterhold, they fell to their knees. But Solitude stood strong, Skyrim's truest protectors. Olaf's vengeance was instant, inspired, and wicked. Olaf gave orders, Winterhold disguises, an attack on Solitude, total destruction to follow. His men dressed up and then went out to fight, but they reversed Olaf's orders, much to Winterhold's sorrow. So ends the story of Olaf the liar, a thief and a scoundrel. We of Solitude commit to the fire. In Solitude, bards train for their service. They also gather each year and burn a king who deserves it.
You have proven your point, Viarmo. The festival is truly a celebration of solitude and a condemnation of false kings.
I thank you, and the college thanks you, Jarl.
Furthermore, I believe that such a fine poem deserves some payment of patronage. The college will be moderately rewarded.
Oh, thank you yet again. I will make sure our applicant who was instrumental in recovering the poem will be well rewarded. Unbelievable! You've done us a great service here. I can't begin to thank you enough.
Does that mean I'm a bard now?
Soon. These things must be done properly. You will be inducted as part of the festival itself. I need you to go speak to Yorn, who is preparing the effigy of King Olaf. Tell him to finish the preparations. The festival is back on!
Is it that time again already? Very well. Let's meet this evening and make the arrangements.
Olisikohan tässä semmoinen hyvä väli? Voisihan siinä olla vai mitä vartija sanoo? Joo, sama homma nyt. Ehkä tässä on ihan hyvä väli, joo. Vai mitä Viarmu? Joo. Sopiva välikkö tässä välissä. Päästiin itse asiassa aika perfect jaksopituus. Voisin sanoa, ja saatiin itse asiassa aika loppusuorallinen hommat tässä näin. Pitää käydä vaan puhumassa parille tyypille ja vemmässä se vitu horni tonne jonne hevon kuuseen ja silleen. Saapahan ensi kerralla jotain tekemistä tähän alkuun, mutta joo. Tämmönen pelikerta tänään. Me saatiin melkein kaikki solituuden hommat hoidettua. Ja ensi kerralla sitten aloitetaan tällä Barskolit-bileillä ja sit vie se horni johonkin se torikin se joku juttu siihen shrinelle ja sit käydään hakee Ancestor Swordia ja katsotaan mitä sen jälkeen sitten tehdään. Ensi kerralla nyt ei oo sitten mitään kaupunkijuttuja ja silleen, koska kaikki kaupungit on käyty jo tutkimassa, niin pitääkö mennä sen mukaan mitä hommia tulee vastaan ja tälleen. Joo, katsotaan sit mitä ensi viikolla, kun ensi kerralla keksitään sitten. Se olisi osa 30 sitten. Joo, nähdään sen parissa sitten. Kiitos kaikille, jotka katsoo tätä livenä tai tallenteena. Laita kanava seurantaan täällä ja Twitchissä. Ja pistää Instagramin kanssa niin, että missä on ilmoituksia, koska on livessä ja näin. Joo, eikä siinä pitemmittä paniiksi sitten. Sais läpi näyttä taas. Pistetään pelikarttapakettia näkyillä ensi kerralla osassa 30, joka todennäköisesti sanoisinko tulee huomenna tai ylihuomenna, katsotaan miten on aikaa. Mut joo. Kiitos seurasta ja vastaus meikäläisen puolesta, että morjentes vaan kaikille.